Guys, I want us to talk about Mohammed Kudus. Yesterday, he was spotted in the stadium when Tottenham played against Copenhagen. He did not play the match, but he was there to support his teammates. But then he also spoke to reporters, and I'm going to tell you exactly what he was asked and what his responses were. We are going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Thomas Partey. Today, he plays for Villarreal against Pafos in the UEFA Champions League. And also talk about Kwasi Sibo, Benjamin Asare, Jeromuku. He was involved in a collision, a head injury, and the player himself has explained his current situation. We are going to talk about that and many more. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You are watching SportsCornerGH. I have a big news for you guys. We have been nominated as part of the best sports content creators of the year at the YT Creators Festival Award. Now, if you want to vote, you can follow the procedures live here on your screen. I want to thank everyone for making this possible. Those who nominated this channel, thank you very much. But then, guys, the vote, it is 1 CD per vote. And I know I have reached subscribers, so please follow the prompt and vote for SportsCornerGH to win in that particular category. Now let's move away from that and talk about today's topics. And I want us to begin with Mohammed Kudus. He did not feature for Tottenham Hotspur as Tottenham beat Copenhagen by 4-0. Even though they received a red card in that game, they went ahead to score 2 more goals after the red card. I've already reacted to this particular game on my other channel called Sports with Adam. Please, you can go check it out. Now, I want us to talk about how Mohammed Kudus answered certain questions he was asked. Now, those who were asking, where is Mohammed Kudus? Where is Mohammed Kudus? He was at the stadium. You can see the video right here on your screen. 2, the coach had already told us before the game that Mohammed Kudus picked up a knock in that game against Chelsea. Because of that, he did not train ahead of this game. And I came here in the previous video and stated that Kudus is not going to play in that game. Like, there is a high possibility he was not going to play in that game. I talked about that. And then we're all hoping that he might be fit ahead of that game. I was like, the way he did not train, I doubt he was going to play in that game. And it was clear he did not play. But then Tottenham went ahead to win, which I think is a positive for Tottenham because the over-reliance on Mohammed Kudus in so many games, we are forcing it. But this time around, they were able to win without him, which is a very big positive for Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Rahman Osman, who was in the stadium and had an interaction with Mohammed Kudus, said this on his Facebook page, and I want to read it very quickly. He says, I just had a long chat with Mohammed Kudus. Told him, Mo, you need to score more here. You are doing everything right, just the goals. And this is how Mohammed Kudus responded. Don't worry, I'm working on it. They will come. I have been saying this over and over again. When people say Kudus is not scoring, he's not. I have always told you guys, don't worry. The goals will come. Kudus is going to score. And you guys have heard what Kudus told Rahman Osman. He did not end there. He also continued to say that, I said, you know, they say I always criticize you a lot. And his response was, this is how Mohammed Kudus responded to Rahman Osman always criticizing him. He said, bro, it is part of the game. I'm really not bothered. You want the best for me. This is Mohammed Kudus giving a matured answer. Look, gone were the days when players are criticized for the way they play, they get angry. They always feel like, but you're not the one playing the ball, you're not the one on the pitch. Why are you telling me I should play? But, you know, right now, football is changing. Players are becoming more matured. They understand that when we watch the game, what we see is what we criticize. Nobody is criticizing your personality or no, it's your performance. That is why I always like to engage people whenever I do reaction concerning his performance, because everyone has a different perspective concerning how Kudus plays and how he should play. Now, as you heard him, he says that, look, he's not bothered. If you criticize him, that means you want the best for him because you have noticed something that is wrong with his game that he has to change, he has to work on. So for me, I think Kudus is growing, he's maturing, and these are the things I like to see. And I'm very impressed with that. Now, that is not all. This is coming from Ghana SoccerNet. They stated that Kudus was asked about his injury. You know, he did not play. And he said, it is getting better. And he was asked, are you going to be available for the game against Manchester United, which is their next game? And the answer is yes. If I were Manchester United, I would run. You see, United, Red Devils, I'm telling you, they'll put the devil down. Kudus is going to show them Pepe. I'm telling you. Believe me, bro. Believe me, I'm telling you. Kudus is coming into that game rejuvenated, well rested. Trust me, he's getting a goal against Manchester United. The goal is coming. As he said, the goal is coming. So guys, these are some of the few things that happened behind the scenes that you did not notice concerning Mohammed Kudus on the day Tottenham beat Copenhagen by 4-0. But one thing about Tottenham that I think is dangerous is that their highest goal scorer is a defender. Yeah, it is making Van de Ven 6 goals in all competition. I think it's a dangerous thing. As much as it's a good thing, it's a dangerous thing that your centre back is your highest goal scorer. What are the forwards doing? Yeah, what are the forwards doing? I know Kudus is going to score more goals. I believe that. I know that. I have faith in that Kudus is going to score more goals. They shouldn't worry. But then guys, that is the update that has to do with Mohammed Kudus. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Jerome Opoku, who was involved in the head collision the last time he played for Besiktas against Kwasi. Now, in that game, when he was involved in the head collision, he then started feeling some dizziness. So because of that, the medical team came on the pitch and attended to him. Then they noticed he could not play the game anymore because in the world of football, they take head injury very, very seriously. He was substituted out of that game in the 22nd minute. Now, the player himself has explained his current situation because he's stable now and how he's feeling. Guys, let's check out the video.
Hi guys, Jeromuku here. I just wanted to say thank you very, very much for your support and your kind messages. Now I'm just following the doctor's protocols, and as you can see, the swelling's decreased dramatically, so I'll be back very soon. So you guys stay blessed and thank you.
So guys, you have seen the video, you have seen what the player has said concerning his head injury. Let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. We are happy. In fact, we thank God that he's fit. Now, he's likely not to make the squad for Ghana, especially for the friendly games we are going to play against Japan and also South Korea. The good news concerning that friendly is that TV3 will be showing it, so don't worry, you get to watch it on the TV. But guys, with Jerome Opoku, he's fine, he's stable, and we thank God for that. Not many players come out of this alive. Some of them, they lose their life when these things happen. So we thank God that he's alive. It is very, very important. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Brandon Thomas Asante. I talked about his performance yesterday on my other channel called Sports with Adam. Look, Brandon Thomas Asante is doing an excellent job at Coventry. They played their game against Sheffield United and he scored a goal in that game in the 90+5th minute. That goal is his 10th goal of the season. Currently, he's the highest goal scorer in the championship. That is good. So far, he has 10 goals, 3 assists, 13 goal contribution in 16 games for Coventry. This player is so good. I want to see him get more game minutes when we play against Japan and South Korea. I want to see what he can offer to the national team. But I'm excited with what he's doing and I'm happy for the player. If you want to see how I reacted to his performance and more things concerning how he played, please go check that particular video on Sports with Adam. Now let's move away from that and talk about Jordan Ayew. Same for him. He scored a goal for Leicester City in their 1-1 draw against Middlesbrough. It was a penalty, and that is Jordan Ayew's second goal of the season for Leicester City. It is okay. When it comes to penalty, don't joke with Jordan Ayew. He's good. And I'm happy that things are going on well for Jordan Ayew when it comes to goal scoring. But for Leicester City, you can't say the same because in their last 5 games, they have not won. It is crazy. It is so bad. It is good that Jordan Ayew scored a goal, but Leicester City, they need to start winning games. Look, they can't continue like this. Currently, where they sit, it is so bad. But then Jordan Ayew scored a goal. Let me know your thoughts about these two performances of these two Ghanaian players in the championship. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Kwasi Sibo. I have a problem with Kwasi Sibo not playing regularly for real Oviedo. I have a problem with it. And I'm not going to stop talking about it until I start seeing him get more game minutes. You know, when he played in the Copa del Rey, I was so excited because he played the full 120 minutes. Even though they lost, he played the full 120 minutes. Do you know, after that game, Real Oviedo played another game against Osasuna. He did not even feature in the game. He sat on the bench. And I kept on asking myself, like, what is the problem? Is it that his position is the team has been given to another person, or he's not fighting enough to get into the first team anymore? Like, what might be the problem currently? That a player that we see as the star man in our midfield not getting regular playing time. But then the player spoke to Graphic Sports stating that he is working every day in training. He's trying to impress the coaches to get a starter, to get at least some game minutes in the team whenever they play in the La Liga. So for me, it is good that he told Graphic Sport that. He also added that in the Black Stars, the unity in there, it is so strong, and that is what helped them win their games in the World Cup qualifier. So he spoke to Graphic Sport about a lot of things, but the most important thing that I need him to work on is getting game minutes, getting a place in the starting lineup whenever they play in the La Liga. They are out of the Copa del Rey. So, are you trying to say he's not going to play anymore? We want him to play. We want him to play more games for Real Oviedo. I want to see him more often because it gives him that, how will I say, that rhythm. No, you need a certain rhythm to be on form. You understand my point? So, I'm just hoping he gets more playing time with Real Oviedo. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Benjamin Asare. Benjamin Asare, I keep on seeing a lot of people stating that right now he's not a good goalkeeper because he can't keep the clean sheets. Let's not forget he had already kept 5 clean sheets in the Ghana Premier League. It's like people forget. Because he considered 3 goals in his last 2 games, people felt like, oh, no, he should be changed, he should be this. The propaganda against this goalkeeper is too much, it's crazy. Please, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to make this short. I've never seen a goalkeeper in my life that has not made a mistake or has not considered a goal before. All goalkeepers concede goals. You understand my point? All goalkeepers concede goals. You can't solely blame it on the goalkeeper. Sometimes the defenders are not good enough. That is why the goalkeeper cannot keep the clean sheet. So please, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Benjamin Asare, the heat going on him, please, he's going to learn from his mistake. Even Henry Asante said that he's going to learn. So allow the goalkeeper to learn. It's like there's too much pressure on him just because of the World Cup, the #1 goalkeeper. Like too much pressure. I'm going to pressure to goalkeeper. So now let's move away from that and talk about the UCL. Yes, the UCL. Salisu played for Monaco. They beat Bodo Glimt by 1-0. Salisu was rated 7.1 by Flash Score. He performed very well, and under the new coach, it looks like things are going on well for Salisu. Things are going on well for Monaco. He's getting regular playing time. We are seeing him at his best, and it's good for Ghana too because we want to see this best when we play against Japan and South Korea. So this is an update concerning Mohammed Salisu, who played for Monaco in the UEFA Champions League. Now let's talk about today's game. Thomas Partey featuring for Villarreal against Pafos. It is a game that I believe Thomas Partey is going to start and play and dominate and play so well. So it is a game that I'm going to watch, and after the game I'm going to bring you the after match reaction live here. We're also going to watch Atalanta. They are going to play against Marseille. We all know our man. Yes, Kamaldeen Sulemana definitely is going to feature. We want to see him play regularly for Atalanta. So it is another game that would be of interest to me if I want to watch. So guys, this is the update I have for you live here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. And also, we have been nominated, yes, for the sports and also gaming category at the YT Creators Festival Awards. And I've already shown you how to vote for SportsCornerGH. SportsCornerGH, don't forget, SportsCornerGH. Please go and vote. The vote is 1 Ghana cedi. Thank you in advance for voting for us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for at least getting us nominated. God will richly, richly, richly bless you. My name is Jerome. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go bye.